To get to a bipartisan agreement, there's compromises. The original proposal we had that was out there, as you said, was to everyone 50 employees or more had to supply health insurance to their employees. A lot of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle didn't think that was fair. In their opinion, there are medium and smaller sized businesses that are above 50 employees. Was a bridge too far. They wanted to repeal it altogether originally. We had this discussion, right? It's a negotiation. Their proposal, counter proposal to ours, was to repeal it altogether, and we said no, that's not fair. These bigger employers, truly big employers, should be able to provide quality health care for their employees. So we settled on this as an alternative. And I will tell you, and I just had a good conversation with two people walking in the room here, that sometimes the employer may have health insurance for his company, and he's required to cover the employee, but not necessarily their dependents. And that's a problem. That's a problem for a lot of families out there, a big problem. The other issue is, frankly, the employer's health care is maybe not as robust as what you could get on the individual marketplace if you could afford it. And a lot of the employers, we've done some work and some study, that are facing this problem are usually using lower wage workers. So frankly, even if their employer, say is a 200 employee firm, decides not to offer health care based on this proposal, those employees then become eligible for subsidies under the Affordable Care Act. So it is actually more affordable for a lot of folks, frankly, to go on the individual marketplace, if we can work out those kinks, than it is to have it through their employer. So it's a bit of a twin-edged sword. On the one hand, it appears like it's not right if you're a Democrat. For a Republican, you're still thinking, well, geez, we should repeal it. We already have the individual mandate. Why do we have to go to the employers? But it was a compromise. At the end of the day, it was a compromise. And I will say this about our proposal. It is the beginning, we hope, of a discussion. Some of the elements will not survive. Some will. And some will be altered as we get into this discussion. But that's the rationale for what we have.
Do you have any data that would identify how many people are going to be impacted by this?
Sure. How many people would be impacted by this? We don't have specific data for 500. We know based on previous legislation, the 50 and 100 number. We know complete repeal would be 170. Complete repeal would be about 2 million people. We're assuming, obviously, this is considerably less. We have to get a CBO score to find out where that would be. And that interaction that I just mentioned with the individual marketplace, I'm not taking that into account. Maybe that would hopefully be much less. But again, this is a negotiation.
Hello.